On September 17th, 2013, my 84-year-old mother died in her apartment turned home hospice just outside New York City, leaving me and my brothers with a lot of stuff to go through. Generations of stuff. Oy, what size shoe are you? I could be wrong. I think it's baby teeth. It's baby teeth. Those are all my grandfather's brothers. I mean, there's like a Harry and a Sam and a Solomon. I don't know. It was Sutsky and Leitzman and Pinsky. I mean, they're just the greatest names. See, this is why I need my mother. She just kept saying, for the last 2 years, there's so many things I want to show you. Just come and take the time and we'll go through all the stuff. And I'm just, it's like if I just had, then this would be so much sweeter. No, I want my feet up. Here, it's this. For 2.5 years, my mother lived with stage 4 colon cancer. What is that doing?
Just turning wheels.
She managed it so well, we started to think Mom could endure highly toxic outpatient drip chemotherapy every 2 to 3 weeks for years. Keep to point at it? Throughout this time, she repeatedly asked me to go through all the stuff in the apartment with her. But I couldn't. Because deep down, I'd come to believe that if I kept putting it off, she'd live longer. Your feet are going up? Yeah. By the time I was ready to go through my mom's stuff, we'd run out of time. And I was busy with her daily morphine regimen and transforming the apartment into Judith Helfand Hospice. During Rosh Hashanah, no less. In front of our very eyes, my mother started to let go. One person and one daily ritual at a time. Until all she had to let go of were her children and her breath. After she died, my 2 brothers and I had just a matter of weeks to break down her 3-bedroom apartment. We were charged with sorting all of it into discrete piles. Give away, donate, recycle, toss. Too painful to go through, precious memories to look at later, and my favorite, keep. My oldest brother, Alex, had razor-sharp clarity, was focused on the task at hand, and knew exactly what he wanted. Our brother, David, who lives 3,000 miles away in Oregon, took a single photograph and a conch shell. Green label means it goes home with Judy. Like the green label, which I know that she wore this to some weddings or bar mitzvahs, and I don't really wanna, I'm not gonna wear this. And I don't want to give it to anybody, and I want to keep it. It's so ridiculous. I have no room. I don't know if I should laugh or cry. It's like she's not in the skirt. And then there were the last things she had touched and used. Her $7,000 handmade bridge. Her eyeglasses, blush brush, toothbrush, gum pick, nail file, and her favorite lipstick. though I could easily see them in the toss pile, filed under icky, spooky, gross, and used. To my mind, they still held traces of Mom's DNA, and it was precisely the momishness of them that made it impossible for me to throw them away. Kind of like her gloves and her shoes, the ones she loved to buy again and again, the ones she forgot she already had. I wanted to know why those and when those, what season, reason, sale, and store, and when did you stop wearing heels? Had I known how much fun this could have been, I wouldn't have put it off at all. And I would have told my mother how much I loved falling asleep to the sound of her mahjong ladies moving the tiles around with their lacquered nails as they called out, 2 bam, 3 crack. And then there was the stuff that belonged to my father, who had died 7 years earlier, stuff that my mother couldn't part with. Like the wooden cane used by my grandpa, his dad, who died in 1968, which my dad couldn't give away, and then got old enough to use himself. And then there were the elephants in the room. Years and years of elephants, each one uniquely tied to a relative or friend who thought the Helfands, which in Yiddish means elephant, needed just one more. And my mother loved all of them. And finally, there was the dining room table itself, where every life cycle event and important family conversation that I could remember had taken place. Including one of our last, where as a family, we decided to stop Mom's treatment so she could live a really good death. My mother told us exactly where she wanted this table to go. To the antique store she volunteered at and found solace in after my dad had passed away. The mere idea that her affordable oak table was now considered an antique delighted her. And all the proceeds would go to the hospital that had cared for my father. And that's what made letting it go okay.
Jesus.
Back in my already cramped New York City apartment, I held my breath. As 53 boxes, 1 dry sink, 1 upholstered love seat, my mother's prized mahjong set, and the piano she learned to play at 65 moved in. And that's when I caught myself thinking, I should check in with my mother.
Just tell me something. How do you live without your mother? You do. You learn to